Rinban Fujimoto will do the introductions.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see so many of you here today for this service. When Sensei, Matsubayashi Sensei retired, up until the time he retired, he was always so busy we never got much of a chance to be able to ask him. And I didn't realize it, but then it's been about a year and a half since he came last time, because he came for Obon last time. And some of you, when you see him, you might think he's aged quite a bit, but he didn't age that much in that time. He hurt himself. He fell down and hurt himself, and that's why he's struggling to walk this morning. But as a bonus to that, we were able to get Mrs. Matsubayashi to come along with him. So Mrs. K. Matsubayashi is here joining us today as well. She's over there sitting, and we'd like to welcome her as well. But Sensei, Matsubayashi Sensei, retired as the Dinban of the Los Angeles Betsuin. And then before that, he was at the Venice Honganji, and before that, he was a minister in Hawaii, and such. And it used to be fun for me to say he's from the Venice Honganji, and people would freak out thinking that he's from, came all the way from Italy to speak with us. But those of you who have Southern California ties know that Venice is, basically talking about Culver City. And, he was part of that, and he's the first minister there at the Venice Honganji, there in Culver City. And Sensei has got a lot of different things to tell you and all, but the main thing is when he comes up here and he's kind of limping and walking up here, he really hasn't aged that much in a year and a half, right? He got, and I'm sure that he'll explain this as well as part of his Dharma talk for us today. So thank you.
Could you join me in Gassha, please? All this will not be finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days, nor in the life of this administration, nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet. But let us begin. Late President John F. Kennedy's inaugural speech delivered on January 20, 1961. Hi, 皆さんおはようございます。Good morning. Fujimoto Rinban Sensei is such a kind that I'm not aged that fast in a year and a half. But I sure aged. When you are not able to see the little steps ahead of you, and I missed it and fell off, rather than hitting on the ground, hypoextending the knee and foot, I found myself just cannot move my legs. And my wife took me to the emergency, and X-ray shows no crack or broken the bones, but I don't know about the muscle, doctor said. So 1 week, just Sunday ago, I was just thinking about going to San Jose and preparing for my message. And the theme that I thought about that time was when the Renryo Shonin wrote in the Ichidaiki Kikigaki, one of his writings is very famous, saying that if you look far ahead and do not look at your step where you're standing, you may miss the step and fall off. And he continued to say that if you cannot take good care of the matter of your life, it becomes such important issue in their life. That was the words that I was thinking, and I did exactly what the Nyoshōnin warned us. I missed it, but I mentioned during the Dhamma school message that misfortune led me to such a wonderful experience. Number one, my wife came along. Of course, we planned to come, but my wife is so kind to put my shoes to my foot. And when I go to the airport, I'm the first one to get on a wheelchair and to get on the plane. And first row, first seats, able to sit down. And everybody is so kind, After I get off the plane, and even the man who is sitting, pushing my wheelchair, says, before you pick up the luggage, would you stop over at the restroom? Which I never had in my past experience of being asked to go to the restroom before you go pick up. And then another good thing that happened, now, that was bad, but we are supposed to waiting in the outside, curbside, but Rinban Fujimoto came twice around the airport, But we weren't there because my legs, they throw me down. So Rinban has to park on the parking area and walk to greet us. I feel so bad. That's the only thing that I felt bad. Other than that, having the wheelchair, the treatment is not bad at all. But having this pain, I don't want to go through another pain like this. Up until yesterday morning, I had the walkers with the 4 legs. So with my 2 legs, one is not able to walk good. With the 6 legs, and my wife went to get my cane, which it can be held like this. It's $9 at the Marukai in the morning, so that after she came home, I practiced so that I came with the 3 legs now. Yeah? But to come to Los Angeles, to San Jose, if you drive over 5 hours, but if we fly, after taking off, then coming to the landing in San Jose is only 51 minutes. Yeah? In the Buddhist practice, according to the 2 major schools, Mahayana and Hinayana Buddhism, there are some differences. So oftentimes the scholar and the Buddhist scholars compare the Hinayana Buddhism is the one that walking through the land, walking one step by step. And Mahayana Buddhism is something that you get on the boat and go cross the ocean of the life and death to reach to the realm of nirvana. And so the speech that I was just reading, John F. Kennedy inauguration, it may be able to finish in 100 days, or not even 1,000 days, or even may not in your lifetime. But let us begin. These words I picked it up 1999 when the NBA is having hard time, Owners and the Players Association. And then this year, same thing is happening. Yeah, almost 10, 11 years ago, same thing happening. The owners say that we lost every teams, 23 teams, after 30 teams are lost. They're going to be almost bankruptcy. They lost $300 million. And the BCA needs $30 million to finish payment for the, Jodo Shinshu Center. Everybody needs the money. But when the 1999, when the season of the NBA shortened with the 50 games, that's this LA Times, Mike Haisler, where they quoted John F. Kennedy's. The negotiation you do every time, everybody greedy, so that everybody cannot come to agreement. So let us begin to talk about and come to solution. The Ohigan, is a very unique in Japan. The Buddhism was, as you know, started in India and developed in the China and the other countries. But those countries never had the Ohigan services, Ohigan practices. But it's all in Japan. Almost 1,200 years ago, the first record shows that Ohigan we call Tohigan, reaching from the shore of suffering of this life to cross over to the other shore of the enlightenment. So that you call reaching from this shore to other shore. In Japanese, Tohigan. So reaching from this shore from Los Angeles to San Jose. Yeah, this is the example. Then by flying, by walking, by driving, by running, all different way of coming to it. But this is what the Ohigan paramita is about. So as you know, in Buddhism, 6 parameters are the very fundamental practice for all the Buddhists. But one thing, our Honganji denominations, soon after our founder Shinran Shonin passed away, there are a lot of things that talk about setting up the 2 times of the year, spring and autumn. As an Ohigan time, let's practice Buddhist practices and try to become a person worthy of being able to be enlightened, reaching to the other shore. So that Kakunyo Shonin, number 3, the Shushu, the Monshu of the Honganji tradition, has written the book we call Gaija Sho, the essence of collecting mistaken views. In one of that, it says that nowadays we see a lot of people, including Honganji Jodoshin Nembutsu followers, are practicing as the Ohigan 2 times, as the time that we practice more and get benefit of what you have practiced and use that benefit to become a person, be worthy of being enlightened. That is not the correct way of understanding Shinran Shonin's Nembutsu teaching. In a Honganji tradition, according to the Kakunyo Shonin, it says that our founder Shinran Shonin is the one solemnly dependent upon taking refuge in the primal vow of Amida Buddha, which says each and every one of in 10 quarters of the whole universe will be saved only through the teaching of the Nembutsu, which Buddha promised everyone, no mistake, will be carried through over the ocean of life and suffering to the realm of nirvana. In fact, Shinran Shonin went on to say, even in Japanese, 生死の深いほとりなし、久しく沈める我らをば、御田具の船の水を乗せて必ず渡しきり。Only the ship of the Amida's great compassion that promised us to save all is the one carried every sentient being from this world to the other shore, crossing over a painful the ocean of sufferings. So Shinran Shonin says, there's no way, even accumulating your good deeds, you are unable to do anything perfectly, and a good thing you can do. Even that basic fundamental 6 parameters, we say number 1, dana, sharing, giving. And I know that BCA needs lots of money, especially to finish up the Jodo Shinshu centers, the payment mortgage, and asking every members to give us the donation. And it's hard to give even $1. I told one friends in Venice area that when you go to Las Vegas, $100 doesn't even worth $1. Of course, my wife myself only plays nickel or pennies machine. But $100, people, I saw one man drunk, carrying the $100 bills like this in hands. And one by one, he's beating. I was so worried about the man, old man. If they lose all that $100, if they bring it to the BCA will be so happy, But eventually, he started to gain a lot of money, I said, okay, let them do it. But $1, $100 is hard when it comes to the church, The time that I spent, 1960, the Sunday school osaisen was usually 25 cents. But still, Sunday school kids bring 25 cents. Some 50 years ago, yeah? And then that's $1 is hard. Especially even myself feel bad when the BCA functioned. Now the Mr. Iwasaki, what fund? No. Zaidan was used to be $1, Mr. Nishikawa with $1. But now they're asking $2 or $5. But if I have $10, I want to have a change. I don't want to give the $10, That giving is so easy. If I win lottery, I can give half to EBCA or anything, anybody. Because you don't win it, that's you can say it. Once you win it, they don't want to give it to anybody, anything, That much giving is hard. But yet, sharing, number one, dana. We think that we can do it. And we are doing it. But it's so arrogant, according to the eyes of Shinran Shonin. Even giving is a hard thing. And how in the world you can say that helping the others, shoji, shohi mo nakiminite, even you have not even one little compassion in your heart. How in the world you can think of help the others? You can't even help yourself. Shoji, shohi mo nakiminite, shujo ryaku wa omoumaji. Mira no gansen iwasazu wa ikade ka kukai o wataru beki. Only the Amida's, the compassion and the wisdom of the primal power brings us to cross the river, reach to the other shore. So, Kakunyo Shonin is the one. If you think that during the Ohigan time, attending the seminars, listening to the Dhamma message, listening, it's not the one that you accumulate because of what you did would not help us to go across the ocean of the river. In fact, Renyo Shonin came to even say that. We say listening to Dhamma, but just listening to the teaching of the Buddha, you think that you're going to be in the realm of nirvana, be enlightened. That's wrong. If you think that your merit of doing the things will help you to become enlightened one, you are not able to do it. Your thing that brings the merit is so limited, imperfect. Only Amida's compassion bring us to cross the ocean of the river. This something that Ohigan, other shore, is something that is not far away. But Ohigan, the Buddha's country, Amida Buddha's vow always shining upon us. So my experience with my grandson on the way to the Monterey Park, Monterey, where my younger brother, Herbert, who is 2 years younger than myself, passed away after 3 years of fighting against the stomach cancer. The 6 months before he passed away, we family went up to Monterey. And just going into the Monterey city, And before you get to the Monterey Aquarium, there is a short tunnel. So I was driving. I said, oh, it became dark. When the car goes into the tunnel, it became dark. And my grandson, about 4 or 5 years old then, says, no, Ji-chan, it's light. No, Jared, it's dark. I said, no, Ji-chan, it's dark. Ji-chan means grandpa, yeah? But he talks about his grandparents, Lolo Lola. Because, Philippine, it's a Ji-chan, Ba-chan, it says Lolo Lola. They can distinguish Japanese Ji-chan, Ba-chan, and the Filipino Lolo Lola, yeah? The Ji-chan, wrong. It's light. Oh no, it's dark, Jared. But as I see it, other side of the tunnel, light comes in, yeah? So darkness in the tunnel is extinguished and turned into the light. So Shinran Shonin's the wasan that I really appreciate, enjoy is Chose no Higan Kikishiori. After listening to the Amida Buddha's compassionate vow, which transcends the world. Uro no eshin wa warera ujo no bonbuka. We, the human being, common mortals with the human delusions. Uro no eshin wa kawaranedo, our impure physical body's life is not changed. Kokoro wa jodo ni asobu nari. But my heart and mind abide joyfully in the realm of nirvana. We are living in this world, yet by living in this world, the Ohigan, the other shore, the light, comes in. Then this is the words that I would like to say, Shinran Shonin's the words, going to like this. Other shore of the true enlightenment, the Pure Land, Nirvana, is hidden from us as long as we have a physical body, as long as we exist in the deluded world of birth and death. But though hidden, it is the true and the real world that sustains us while we are on this shore. What acts on us while we are in this deluded state is the Nembutsu teaching of Namo Amida Butsu. That is what brings us to the true life. Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Your incapability in your perfect is not the matter for the Amida's compassion and the wisdom. Actually, we are the ones, Amida said, are the target of being my friends to together be enlightened across the other shore of the life. So in the Ohigan time, I know each and every one was try attending the seminars, listening to Dhamma teachings, but it's important thing is that it's not that accumulating what you're doing, it becomes the merit of what you do. But it is most important is listen to what the Amida Buddha says. Each and every one of everybody in this universe is in the hand of Amida's great compassion and wisdom. None of us is going to be excluded from his, we call the ship of the compassionate Amida Buddha, Namo Amida Butsu. Mida Guzei no Fune no Miso, only the ship of the Amida Buddha, which promised each and every one of us to go through other side of the shore. We can be the other shore as enlightened one. I first left Japan 1960, July, taking 8 days on the ship, the boat, every day on a boat. Just leaving Japan, I regretted so much. I don't know how many times during that 4 days, 8 days, the trip to America, jumped in the ocean and then swim back to Japan. But I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm still here with my family and all the friends that are in America. But going through 8 days ocean, the ship, I dreamed of when you go to Hawaii, when you go to Hawaii, when you go to Hawaii. But I had to start it with the one moment, the leaving Japan, one step. I may not be able to finish in 100 days, or 1,000 days, or even my lifetime. But let us begin one step toward the understanding of Nembutsu. Because, I really feel now, after 50 years of ministry, I thought I worked so hard. I really diligently worked so hard. But out of 50, 25 years are nighttime. I didn't do anything. I was sleeping. And after 25 years, only I saw from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock, I was at the office and working for the church. But and you cannot work for all 8 days. You can eat, time to play, computer play, something like that. And so when you work continuously for 50 years as being BCA ministers and Hawaii ministers, and only talking about 20 years. Now, I passed 70 years old. In fact, I'm going to be 74 in November. But if I have 10 more years allowed to live, only 5 more years, or even less than 5 years. Now, let us begin and take a step so that we can really appreciate the Nembutsu teaching that's sustaining us, working within us, telling us, hey, George, you don't do this. Hey, George, you do this. Like my father passed away in 1962. But still, I hear my dad, hey, George, you don't fool around like that. Don't go too much Las Vegas. You study hard. These are things that I hear my dad talking. Almost 40 years. He's gone. But the light of the wisdom comes through from the nirvana and then shining upon the ignorance, darkness that I have within myself. That Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, act within me and telling me, do this, do that. So let us begin today, Ohigan. So, thank you. I asked Sakamoto Sensei, how much do I have? Can I finish at 10:10? No, 11:10. And then my time is 11:10, just right time. But Hondo time is 3 minutes ahead, too fast. So thank you very much. It was so grateful that I've been given this privilege and opportunity. So this year I was able to come with my wife and met some young people of the past. We call mukashi no wakai hito, young people of the past. That's us. This person says, yeah. And then Tamekuni-san, Mr. Tamekuni, Reverend Rinban Mori said, Rinban Fujimoto said, that Tamekuni Sensei, but you are not young, getting young too, Like I remember your dad, by looking at you, I can't help but looking at your dad. Tamekuni Sensei is a minister of Hawaii, the Kona Honganji, long time minister. Even the Rinban Fujimoto, when seeing from the back, I cannot help but remember his dad, also Rinban of the Sacramento Betsin. Under him, my older brother served at Sacramento Betsin. All those past wisdom and compassion, who is no longer physically with us, still giving us this direction, the one step by step to the realm of Ohigan time. Thank you once again for the wonderful opportunity that you bestowed upon me. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. 何万打仏、何万打仏、何万打仏。Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。何万打仏、何万打仏。